Joining me now to continue our conversation about America's summer of strikes is Sara Nelson, the president of the Association of Flight Attendants, the largest flight attendants union, former AFA strike chair, and a leading thinker in America on labor unions and labor rights and worker rights. Sara, it's good to see you again. Thank you for being with us this morning.
It's great to see you, Ali. Thanks so much.
Tell me about what you see going on out there. I gave a lot of specifics about the strikes that are in play, the ones that are happening, but there's something else going on. We've seen a couple years now of increased wages. We're seeing more worker power out there. And to me, these strikes are a demonstration of maybe the potential growing power of the American worker. But you study this more than I do. What do you see?
Well, you talked about it in your opening. You said that in 1981, Ronald Reagan fired the air traffic controllers, and not only fired them, but sent some of them to jail and forbid them from working in the federal government ever again, until that part of it was fixed by Clinton 12 years later, when people had already lost their careers. That put open season on unions, and it sent a signal to the corporate elite that they should drag unions into strikes, that they should get rid of workers, replace workers in that way. And we saw a destruction of the percentage of workers who were in labor unions at that same time, starting from 1980 until now. We've seen a drive up of productivity that has been across industries. Oftentimes, we see these things sectioned out and talked about by industry. But what you're seeing here is you're seeing everyone from actors to electricians to delivery drivers to teachers all striking together, nurses. And they're striking for the same reasons. They're striking against two-tiered employment. They're striking against this part-time at UPS, same thing. Striking against the shift of healthcare costs to the workers, more and more of that shifted. And they're striking for that living wage. You know, ever since that time, and unions have been on decline, the corporate elite have decided that we are a line item that they can treat as a line item. And that is what workers across industries have experienced. We experienced it even worse during the pandemic, that we were not only a line item, they saw us as disposable. And workers are rising up and striking back, and they're doing it together. There's more solidarity than we've ever seen before, because today the worker is not just a white man, it's everyone across the industry. It's everyone across the working class. And that solidarity is rising up, especially with this Gen Z leading us. And we're not going to take it anymore. We're not going to take the fact that that gluttony and greed is driving our economy.
And that gluttony and greed is on full display, right? The stock market's doing well. Corporate profitability is at record highs. Executive compensation is at record high. And executive compensation, the spread between what CEOs make and what the worker at a company makes, is also at record highs. People get frustrated by this. I think when times are tough, workers are prepared to take their lumps and say, all right, this may not be the time for us to get all the increases and all the changes we want. But times aren't tough for most companies right now.
No, they're not tough. They're raking in billions and billions of dollars, and we should be sharing in that. And they have gotten to a place of believing, and I'm talking about the corporate elite once again, of believing that they can just starve us out. You know, I went to a labor management conference about a year ago at a very prestigious school in Boston, and there were executives from all across different industries who spoke up and said, the biggest problem right now in labor management relations is that unions are not doing a good enough job of selling tentative agreement. And I said, that's easily fixed. You don't get it. Workers are done with being told that we have to give more and more of ourselves, that we have to give away our time, that we can't call in when we're sick, that we can't take the vacations that we need, that we can't control our own time. There's forced overtime everywhere. 100 years ago, we were fighting for the 8-hour day. That's gone. We're fighting for that again, all together. And, you know, the corporate elite the union busters use the 4 Ds: divide, delay, distract, and demoralize. They're saying the quiet part out loud right now. They're saying we're going to keep them on strike. We're going to starve them out. We're going to wait until the fall to negotiate when they are tired and hungry. And workers are saying that's not going to happen. August 1st, we're going to see almost 1 million workers potentially on strike here. That could be a spark that lifts across the entire economy. Workers are done, and we're standing together, and we're going to take what's ours.
We are less than 2 weeks away from August 1st, where the summer of strike could become a lot hotter. Sara, thank you for giving us some insight into this from the inside. Sara Nelson is the president of the Association of Flight Attendants, CWA, part of the AFA-CWA.
And we're fighting for good wages at Alaska and United Airlines too. And I got to shout out my people. They're going to the picket line and taking strike votes. Thanks, Ali.
They'll be picketing. There's not a strike vote taken yet, but they're going to be picketing as of Monday, I believe. Members of the AFA. So thank you for that, Sara. Good to see you as always.